Doing a self-interview here for the Narrow magazine, and the first question is, tell us a little about the band. Well, we are Remedy Tree from St. Augustine, Florida, as you well know. We started this band in the summer of 2015. My previous band was Loners Junction. I did that with my brother for probably 5 years, and after we went our separate ways. He went into EMS, and I stayed doing music. I started writing a lot of songs, and I felt like I needed some backup to do these songs. I did a couple solo stuff, but I decided it was best to have more of a band setting. So I formed Loners Junction, and my wife Abigail, she started playing guitar with me and upright bass, and singing backup and some lead roles as well. And then our friend Xander Lynn, he's a principal cellist of the St. Augustine Orchestra. He was a mutual friend he's been for a long time. And he would come to our house when we were jamming out or practicing, and he sometimes would join our practice sessions. And eventually we were like, hey, you need to join this thing, and he agreed and we agreed, and we started kind of forming the Remedy Tree sound when he joined the band, and we started working on original content, and that's how Remedy Tree was born. Member names and instruments. All right, songwriters. I'm the songwriter, pretty much the only songwriter in Remedy Tree. Some of the songs that I co-write with my wife's sister, Leah Lynn. She's been writing songs forever, and they had a family band, and she would do all the songs for their band. So some of our songs are co-written by me and her. Otherwise, they're all original. And obviously, we do different, not only originals. We do a mix, but. How long together? Okay, we've been together for it's a little over a year now. So that's about a year and a half. We've been Remedy Tree, and indie folk Americana. That's what kind of the niche genre that I kind of figured that we were. Indie folk is that almost Mumford and Sonsy, Lumineers type, almost kind of a contemporary folk sound. Americana, everybody pretty much knows what that is, and has it started, folk music with Pete Seeger and all those awesome songwriters from back in the day. And I think we're kind of a merge between the new folk and the old folk. We do a lot of old time music. We do acoustic country stuff, and we do some bluegrass. There's a lot of bluegrass influence because my previous bands that I played with were bluegrass. So I have a lot of bluegrass influence, and I think everything merged together. It's Americana music and influenced by indie folk. So I think that's about it. Tell us about your debut album, Tale of Three. This is an album that we've been working on pretty much all year. I started planning for it the fall of 2015, and we released a single on a New Year's 2016 called "Don't Look in My Eyes." We filmed a little music video, and that's available for everyone to see. And then I decided, we need to do an album. So my initial plan was to do spring 2016, and it just seemed too rushed. Not enough people knew about it, so we all decided, let's do it. Let's do fall 2016, and just work all year long to spread the word and to have enough time to come up with a quality recording and everything. So next question is inspirations. A lot of the songs that are in Tale of Three, by the way, they're 100% original. Some of these songs are as old as 6 or 7, 8 years old, and some of them were written for the record. So there's a big mix of everything. It's almost like my songwriting kind of jumbled together into 10 songs from the past 5, 6, 7 years, and it's just a really different mix of styles and feelings. It's not monotonous, not all the way through. There's kind of an up and down type of deal. I drew my inspirations from a lot of places. Sometimes I listen to a song, it's like, wow, I remember writing that song and thinking of certain song or certain artist at that time that I don't even listen to right now. So I drew inspiration from a lot of different places, and I was kind of glad to create a kind of a compilation of the past couple years of songwriting. How did you go recording it? Well, I actually recorded it in this room. It's not a very pretty room, at least from this angle, but it's my studio, which I call Gabify Studios, here in St. Augustine, Florida, in my condo. It's just a small 8x10 room, pretty much, and acoustically treated. And we decided that it was the best route to try do a home recording, and within our budget. And then we had our friend Lamont Goff. He did all the mixing and mastering over in Titusville, and I think it turned out really good. Another thing we did do is we rented a Neumann U87 microphone, which is like a industry standard microphone used abroad, and I decided, we're doing home recording, let's go ahead and rent a really good microphone, and I think we're all satisfied with the result. How was the Kickstarter experience? The Kickstarter experience was an experience. It was stressful. It was crazy. It was awesome. Half of me was not trusting my fans, and half of them was. I told my other band members, I'm like, okay, we're doing a Kickstarter, here's the budget, and this is what we're gonna use to fund everything. And they were like, oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm like, just trust me, it's gonna work out. And it worked out. We hit our goal, and we hit over our goal. So we're super stoked that it actually all worked out, and I think it really created a bond with our fans, and it really just, the whole process between in the 30 days that we ran the Kickstarter campaign, I was constantly on social media talking to people about the project, and people really they really discovered us in a different way, and I think that's gonna really help keep the momentum going for our album post-release. Which leads to the next question: how do you intend to promote the album? That is an interesting question, because I've never done it before this way. In the past, we would release an album and it would just kind of go stale and not do anything. I think the main thing to promote an album is live shows. So I really want to focus on doing live shows as much as possible within our schedule, obviously. That's the main thing. I really want to reach out to, I got a pretty lengthy list of blogs and music blogs around the nation and the world that promote new albums, and I want to do that as well. And just we got a good set of merchandise that we have: t-shirts, bumper stickers, all this stuff that they're really small things, but they go a long way. You give it to a loyal fan and they spread the word, and I think word of mouth is a powerful thing as well. But I think mainly live shows and just constant content on social media, and just letting people know we're there and we're going forward. And I think it's going to be a good thing. At this point, we're probably not in a position to do a lot of paid promotion, but that would probably be a good option as well. Your feeling on St. Augustine and the town music scene. I love St. Augustine. I moved here. Wait. St. Augustine is an awesome town. I moved here when, September 2013, I moved here. And I didn't really plug into the music scene, and I haven't fully plugged into it yet. But I feel like I didn't plug into that till this summer, and I realized, wow, there's so much music, so much like a variety of music, and it's very vibrant, and I really want to be a part of that and call this my home for music right now, and I just feel like it's a good place to start. People really respect musicians and want them to go forward, and there's a good bit of producers and studios that really care about local music. So I think it's great. I think it's going places. I think it could improve. But I'm glad I'm here in St. Augustine rather than any other town in Florida. So what's next for Remedy Tree? All right, that's a tough question. Remedy Tree could go a lot of places. It all depends on how well we promote this and how well it catches on with people. Nevertheless, we're going forward with our project. I'm already writing for a new album, so I want to be ready when it's time to release the second album. Right now we are out of a van, so we don't have a van. The van we were using kind of died, so it kind of limits us to go a lot of places. But a van would be very helpful. If we had a van, I would tell you right now, we'd probably go on a little spring tour up the southeast and the northeast, because that's on my list of things to do. But without a van, we can't do that. So that is one of the things that is on the list. I would like to go, tour just a little bit and kind of broaden our horizons, not only online but in person with people. Eventually, personally, I might be moving to Nashville. That's a long-term goal, but I'm not sure if Remedy Tree will go in that direction. But for right now, we're pushing forward with Remedy Tree and with our new album, and we appreciate everyone who's been promoting it and helping us get to where we're at right now. And I think it's great. St. Augustine has really appreciated our music, and it's kind of unexpected being the folk Americana type of music, but I wasn't really sure what to expect from the St. Augustine music scene. So it's really nice. I'm pretty happy and ready to go forward with the new year and see what it brings, and not hold anything back, and just go forward and fly with whatever. So thank you so much. If you have any other questions, I'm right here ready to answer them. So thank you very much.